Hi, welcome to Gardening Little by Little. My name is Janet and we're in my garden here in Florida, Zone 9B. So today I want to show you some changes that we have done in the garden and switch some plants around in the garden. So it's just going to be a little mishap video. This is what gardeners do here in their gardens, that we just replace things and we just, change some things around. Like today, I want to show you an update of what we have done here in the garden. Dun, 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 dun. It's my tortoise pen. So with the help of my husband, he built this tortoise pen for Roxy. And we already have the bottom layer built. We just had to unearth it from the back alley of the garden. And then he added the second layer so that way Roxy won't be able to climb out of the pen because she is a climber. She likes to climb over things. He was able to build a second layer, add a roof over her so that way she could go hide and get some sun protection. And he was also able to add a cage lid so that way we could keep her covered at night when we are not here watching over her, just in case there's other things at night that come out. I just wanted to keep her well protected, so he was able to build this for her. And now she's able to be out here and enjoy this beautiful weather that we have in Florida. This is a Herman tortoise, and her name is Roxy, and she's been here for a few weeks now, and outside in the garden. And we do have a little cage on top just to protect her from predators that do come at night and stuff. But this is Roxy. Hi, Roxy. Hi, Roxy. Come here, Roxy. So a few weeks ago, you saw this this area where I turned it into like a little tropical area. So some of the stuff I did move, like I had some dianthus around this bird of paradise, but we decided to put some dianthus here on the tortoise's pen. And dianthus do very well with tortoises. They could eat it if they want to. It's no harm. I still left some stuff here in the ground, like my ajugas and dianthus and the bird of paradise. And as you can see, everything has grown so well. My elephant ear has popped with new foliage, and then my aloe vera died back to the ground, but it actually came back for me. So that means that it was just in shock when I put it in the ground, but it's actually doing well. As you can see, Roxy likes to climb over the dianthus, thinking that she's gonna be able to escape, but she's the queen of the mountain. So we do change her water every day. We have some kale, and we do have some turnip leaves that we put in there. And if you say, Janet, why is the box so small? Well, we already have the box already made, and this is almost a little bigger than the one that she had indoors. But now we do have a little bit more time to take her out in the evenings. So I'll show you here a clip where I take her out, and Roxy goes for walks in the backyard. And then later in the evening when we're ready to go inside, she goes back into her little home. This is going to be only weather permitted as well. So obviously when there's big thunderstorms and hurricanes coming our way, she's going to be having her little other pen inside the patio to keep her away from the rains and all that crazy Mother Nature creates here in Florida. But tortoises love humidity, so she's able to be out here in the humidity. We have the shade of the bananas, and I actually added another shade, which is the umbrella, just to keep her very protected from the harsh suns. And then when the bananas get really tall, like they usually do get really tall, we could put this umbrella way, and then she will just have the bananas protecting her. But until the bananas get big enough, we're gonna have the umbrella here as well. And then over here, I want to show you my hibiscus that we planted last time we worked on this garden. Look, it's giving me a flower, and it's a beautiful yellow flowers. And guess what? Tortoises love to eat hibiscus flowers. So it's good that when it's done blooming, we could take it to Roxy, and then she could eat the rest of it.
Yum, yum.
Yeah. And then over here, look at my shrimp plant. Isn't that beautiful? It kind of looks like a little tree because I had to tie it out so that way it doesn't be flopping around. My shrimp plant, hibiscus, my coleus, everything's doing so good here in the garden. And you see a lot of new growth here from my bird of paradise. This is gonna grow a little big too, so it's gonna give a lot of protection to Roxy when it gets really hot out here. But yeah, she's gonna have a lot of protection from the harsh sun. She does bury herself underneath the mulch and the sand and the soil. So we do have a harsh cloth on the bottom.
Yeah.
So
evidence 1, evidence 2.
Yeah. So she does like to bury herself underneath the roof that my husband made for her here, and then she likes to climb in there and bury herself underneath there. And yeah, it has a wire on the bottom, so she's not able to, dig underneath and run away and stuff. As you can see here, she's very active right now. She does love eating black-eyed Susans.
She does?
Yes. And I'm gonna go give her some black-eyed Susans. See? Roxy. There you go. Every time she goes out for walks, she's always nibbling on the black-eyed Susan leaves. But she's a cute little turtle. She has some sand over here. Usually turtles love when you rub them here. They start waggling their little tails. Oh, I thought it was nice to have a turtle out here in the garden, along with my puppies. How you doing? Say hi. How you doing? Hi, brother. Come here, brother. You guys like Roxy out here? Yeah? Yeah. Some kale, some collard greens are good vitamins for them. Cucumbers and carrots are treats for them. So, and then we have the hose right next to the water bowl, so it's easy to change her water bowl. And then all her little poop or old food, we just throw it right here to our little compost area. This is our little compost area for Roxy and the bananas. So, make it practical here in the garden. I'm pretty sure there will be snakes here later in the summer, so I know I have to be careful when I come here. Yep, there are gonna be snakes, lizards, probably big Florida roaches, and I just, it's outdoor gardening, so there's gonna be all kinds of yucky stuff out here that we don't really feel comfortable with, but it's part of gardening, right? Anyways, yeah, Roxy already knows my voice. She turned around and she's looking at me right now. She's a good turtle. I've had her since November, so we've been together for a little while, so we love her. We have something to look forward when we come out here. Make sure we come and give her breakfast, her lunch, and her dinner. She's adorable, and I hope she likes her little house here. So yeah, this is the updates that I wanted to show you in the garden. As you can see, my Decandra Silver Falls is doing so well. She's very happy where she is. She gets some protection from the sun, and it's a beautiful plant to see from indoors. And then I just brought from my patio, I just brought the pitcher plants. It looks a little distressed right now because it was in the patio. But now I brought it out here where it's going to be protected from this harsh sun and then have the humidity and all that that it needs. But hopefully in a few weeks from now I could show you the little pitcher plants if it gets me some. I think it's a very fun plant. Very interesting plant. But as you can see, weeds grow so fast here. You could clean the bed one day and then next week it'll be the same thing again. But weeds grow really quickly here. I need to find a home for my, this is a bachelor buttons and some zinnias. I need to find a home for them. But this is the plant that I want to replace with my Erangium. This is the plant I want to replace with my foxglove because the foxglove is not doing well and it needs to be taken out. Look at the clouds today. It will be nice if it rains today, but I don't think it's gonna rain. It shows rain into the evening, like around 8 o'clock, 25%. But this is the class that we're working on today. All right. So this is the foxglove that I want to work on and removing because it looks a little bit too sad. It looks like it's diseased, not doing so well. So I want to go ahead and remove it from here. I'm going to add some fresh soil to the ground and I want to see, hopefully, the Erangium will do well here. Erangium grows at least 2 to 3 feet tall and it gives beautiful purple summer blooms. Like when I planted this black-eyed Susan, I really didn't thought it was going to get this big, but it's actually blocking my straw flowers from the sun. So I think I need to remove my sunflower from here as well. But everything looks good. I need to see where I'm going to move my straw flower to because I feel like I've been filling up the beds pretty well here, making sure they're nice and filled. But yes, that's what we're gonna do today. Remove this foxglove. This is a hyssop plant and she looks gorgeous. Look at that. With my yellow lantana here. We still have some grass growing here. I planted a zinnia here, but it just keeps falling. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my straw flower from here because it's not getting enough sun because of the black-eyed Susan. So I'm gonna move it from here and put it in a new pot right now. This is a stevia plant. Isn't that cute? Look at the beautiful flowers from the stevia. I think I'm gonna move this foxglove a little closer to the edge here, so that way I could put both of the, oh gosh, hopefully I don't make it too sad, but I'm gonna put it here, like that. I got 2 eryngiums here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them here. Since those grow so big, I think it would be a good idea to plant them both here, so it could be a nice focal color and point here. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and ooh, I wonder if these ones have seeds. No, they don't have seeds. I'm gonna put some fresh soil here. Ooh. Oh man, I made a mess everywhere. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plant these like this. And maybe I'll have a space to put this back over here like that. And then it's gonna have plenty of sun here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go get some biotone. Let's see how this plant looks when it comes out. These plants, I got them from bulbs. Nice. I got them in bulbs from Walmart and decided to plant them in the garden because they look so pretty. Let me see if I could switch it around though. Oh gosh. There, I think that's better. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be so happy now that they're in the ground. This one too, probably. Hopefully we make this straw flower a little happier having it here. Like that. And then we already planted this one, yes. This one's already planted. You guys, I'm so happy that I'm able to put these beautiful plants back in the ground. And hopefully this straw flower will be much happier away from the black-eyed Susans. And then my little snapdragons here are doing so well. My zinnia here is a little wild, but hopefully she gets to be tall enough to reach for the sun. But yeah, my blue sky eryngium, and I'll show you pictures in the screen as I plant them. And then my straw flower, snapdragon, and zinnias. And hopefully this whole area here will be nice and filled, and we have some beautiful happy plants. I'm gonna go ahead and water them in. All right, friends, let's see what else we could work out here in the garden. As you can tell, I'm getting all sweaty now. Here we have the black-eyed Susans, and those black-eyed Susans have gone so big and beautiful. They look so well with the salvia next to it. And then this is my basil, an edible basil. It bolted very quickly from plant to flowers and seeds now. I think because it's so hot here in Florida, things just grow so quickly. That smells nice. Over here, I planted some starters like marigolds and some alisums that I grew from seeds. And then this one is a coleus that I was able to propagate, and it's doing so well. Look at this beautiful vine just trailing up. I wonder where the butterfly pea vine is, just taking a little while to get up there. But the black-eyed Susan vine is growing so quickly. And then look at these blanket flowers. Blanket flowers do very well here in Florida. This one is yellow. And this one over here, it's a beautiful red with the outside yellow. They're beautiful. Beautiful blanket flowers. Native here in Florida. Oh my gosh. Look at this bud. Over here in the black-eyed Susan, it looks deformed. I thought it was a big giant caterpillar. Do I dare touch it? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Wow, I could say this is a unique black-eyed Susan flower. Wow, I see another one over here too. Look at this one. That's weird. You see how they supposed to look over here like that? Wow. Oh my goodness, look at these coneflowers. Aren't they cute? Beautiful coneflowers. And oh my goodness, I have fallen in love with the snapdragons because those they you could cut back and your new growth will come back, and then you see all these new buds. We've been cutting them back, and they just keep growing. And I just saw that I have a little stink bug right there. But yeah, I just like to come out here in the garden and check it out. Over here, my husband was able to build me a little bee library, and then we cut a hole in the back, and we just snuck little flowers in there, and then the bees and pollinators will come and look beautiful inside the bee library with the flowers. I have not captured one yet, but I saw this on Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, I should build one for my garden, and it's so beautiful. Let me see if I could put it here. And then I'll just stick one of these. Hopefully I don't break it. Hold on. So I have my little bee library here, and I put a salvia. The salvia is really good pollinator magnet. And I'm hoping that someday I will be able to capture the bees eating from inside the bee library here and shoot a video. But as you can see, my raised beds have filled up with annuals and perennials, and they're just looking so good right now. We did had a rain yesterday, so I'm pretty sure it dropped most of the blooms from here. Look at my hyacinth bean. Oh, it's growing more seeds for me to grow next year because oh my goodness, they're pretty good in producing their seeds after they get established here. Look at that, it has reached to the top now. That's exciting. And then these are the beautiful flowers from the hyacinth beans. And you can tell the little buds forming for their seed pods. That's pretty cool. Look, this is a pomegranate rose. And it made it through the Supertunia Vista bubblegum because this one is a vigorous plant. But you know what? I planted it here for that reason, so it could fill up my raised beds. And then they could be nice and full and lush. And then over here, oh, I see it coming all the way to this side of the bed. I did plant some more of the zinnias, alizums. So pretty soon this bed is gonna get filled with beautiful flowers. This is Veronica. I planted it here, but I put the potting soil mix, and I don't think they really like that from me, so I need to get garden bed mix. And then the powwow echinacea with the beautiful amethyst verbena. This foxglove is doing so much better than the other one on the other side, so I don't know, maybe something in the soil the plant doesn't like. Look at this one. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And then we could just deadhead these as we go, because I don't think these ones fall off on their own. Ooh, I wonder if we could collect seeds from this pretty soon. And then these marigolds came from me from last year because I did not planted these marigolds here. Look at this. They came all on their own, and I just left them as I was weeding the beds and stuff, so that's pretty exciting. I planted those marigolds too, so those are gonna do well. Look at these marigolds over here. They are doing good. So beautiful, some patience. Oh, it did grow so big. They were so little when I planted them. And look at this daylily. So pretty. This is a poblano pepper plant, and I planted it here, hoping that we get some good vegetables so we could cook them. Another thing I want to add to the ground is my coleus. This is a flamethrower adobo pink coleus, and it's been sitting on its can for a little while. Now we have the time, and now we're gonna be able to put it on the ground. So I want to put it here because I already have a bunch of coleus around here, so it'll be nice to have some coleus that I could put in here as well. And hopefully my dogs won't be trampling on it. See, it's already dry. I had it in my patios. I gotta fix this coleus over here because the dogs were trampling on it. So let me go ahead and fix it. You know, as a gardener, you're always tinkering around. Well, I have an idea of getting the ajuga that I have here around the grass. I'm gonna get this ajuga out because it's just here in the grass with the weeds. And I'm gonna go ahead and find them a new home. And I'll show you exactly where they're gonna go. So. I don't think ajuga is invasive. If you think it's invasive, let me know in the comments. It has these beautiful blooms in the spring, and you know, big box store sells them, local nursery sells them, so I don't know. As you can tell, I have some more ajuga here, and look at this. Look at this creeping Jenny. It just got out of hand from a pot and it got everywhere. So I'm not digging out the Jenny today, but I'm digging the ajuga. Here's some creeping Jenny if you want some. Let's go see how much ajuga I got. And look at these blooms. Pretty soon we're gonna have some beautiful hydrangea blooms. All right, here's my bucket. Let's go see how much ajuga we could use. And then I got a good harvest of creeping Jenny here. So I'm gonna go see where I could plop this little guy at. You know what? I have this trio pots over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant this creeping Jenny on them, on this Japanese iris pot. The way all three of these pots have a creeping Jenny coming out. I think it will be so cute. There you go. One creeping Jenny. It's gonna turn into multiple. All right, let's go show you where we're gonna plant this ajuga at. All right, before the sun comes out, I think I wanna plant the ajuga here. So line them up around the fence, because right now there's nothing around the fence, and all we have is just weeds coming out. So maybe this ajuga will help suppress the weeds. That's what I'm thinking or being hopeful for. And it does not hurt to try to put these ajugas here. I think this is a good idea to have the ajuga here. This is just sand, so I'm pretty sure ajuga grows anywhere they get planted on. I don't feel like ajuga is a weed, but let's see if it grows here, right? Doesn't hurt to try. See if it grows in the sand. But I'd rather have ajuga here than weeds here. So, ooh, the sun is coming out. One thing that I learned gardening here in Florida is to come out in the mornings and do gardening in the mornings than in the afternoons or evenings, because in the evenings is where all the bugs come out. I just hope that this ajugas will suppress the weeds. Ajugas are so easy to propagate, you guys. All right, we're gonna finish this batch that I have here, and then after that, we should be done. All right, so we stopped all the way here. So as we collect ajuga, my plan is to go all the way to the gate, and we have a bunch of ajuga around these hostas and stuff. So I'll just, as I collect them, I will put them here as I go. But the sun is already coming out here, and I think it's time for me to go take a break. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know we didn't do much, but we did a lot, little by little, right? So thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my videos. If you like this kind of content that I have here in Florida, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.